This is a total fiction. When I write fiction stories like this, in my mind, I make a mix, a big soap. All the stories that I consumed as a child, as a teenager. So I'm a big fan of the American culture, and I like the imaginary of the period, you know, the 20s, the 30s. They were poor, but at the same time. There's an amazing book by Town called, about the immigration. I don't know the title in Taiwanese. And what's amazing in that book is that as an Italian, I can spot some kind of Italian memory of the Italian immigrants. But at the same time, it's such a universal story because, you know, there were many Chinese and Koreans and Japanese and people from all over the world. You know, everybody was going to America at that time because, you know, it was kind of land of chance. So I like, you know, this kind of imaginary, and I like the monsters. I'm a big fan of Barnum, invented the circus in America. I remember I've read a biography, you know, about him. In the beginning, at one point, he decided to buy himself a museum, the classic American museum. But, you know, in other states, they have not such a long history. So they had really poor things. But it has to improve, you know, to push the people to come to visit the museum. So there was a man, you know, demanding money on the street. And he went out and said, "Do you want to work?" "Yeah, of course." "So come in." And he gave the man a brick. And he said, "Take this and go to the corner of the street. You go there, you stand there for 15 minutes. Then you take the brick and you go and you bring the brick to the other corner and you stay there for 15 minutes. Then you take the brick and you take the brick to the other corner. You make the tour. After you made the tour, you take the brick and you come into the museum." At one point, people started, you know, noticing this man doing a weird thing. Like, why the hell this man, you know, takes this brick and then moves this brick all around? And why does he get into the museum? So the people started following the man into the museum. And once they were into the museum, welcome to the American Museum. So he invented marketing. At one point, he bought himself elephants and he started, you know, the rumor that the elephant was the cow of the future. So in the future, you know, in America, the elephant would have took the place of the cow, and this was kind of impossible, obviously, but you know, that this made a rumor